Hi guys, this is Etsu, and today I bring you a little update on my Enhancement Shaman PvP guide, because a lot of things have changed. We got some crazy buffs and not so crazy nerfs, right? And yeah, I think it's time to talk about this spec, like refreshing our knowledge here, our experience, and yeah. We also got a big W change this week, as especially Enhancement Shaman, and dude, it's so good, it's so fun. I just want to start talking about the biggest change here, like directly, okay? I don't care. I will show you what we got. We just got like this talent here called Overflowing Maelstrom can now stack up to 20 times. And this is the biggest W ever. It's so good, it feels amazing. Like instead of like stacking only to 10 times, it stacks now to 20 times. So we can't kind of waste our healing stacks. We can stack them, like we can even like, dude, you can do so much things. You can bait with it, and it's so good, dude. Like, yeah, I got some massive healing out of it. Like in duels, it's amazing. We are so much like so often in a situation where we were overstacking. Like I call it overstacking. I don't know if this is the right English word for it, but we lost a lot of like stacks just by getting capped. And this is a big deal. Like defensively, this is a massive W, and I enjoy this talent a lot. When it comes to talents, I mainly still play Totemic. I think it's the better talent. I wouldn't say better out of those two, but it's way more controlled. So you have on-demand, very high, massive burst damage, and this is awesome. So this is Totemic for you. And there's only like kind of one flex talent. I play this build like all the time. I don't swap things around here. I don't swap things around here. I only swap things around in the class tree. For Totemic, I go for Fire and Ice as well. When it comes to Arena, I go for Voodoo Mastery. And if I go for Battlegrounds, I go out of Voodoo Mastery and go into Chain Lightning. You have a few flex talents you can swap around, but like I would say like this is where I go for the Arena. I go out of Wolf Affinity in the Arena and go into Fire and Ice to have a little bit more burst, but for Battlegrounds I don't need that much damage. I go for like this utility is just awesome for Battlegrounds, or for, yeah, I just love it. And if I just want to go for huge team fights, I go for Chain Lightnings. But nothing else I would change here, to be honest. And then we have Stormbringer. And I quite like it. Like, I like both. To me, wait, let me just spec again to Totemic. To me, like, again, like, maybe one more thing to Totemic. The biggest selling point for me is the oversized totem talent. It's so good. Like, having more range on your totems. Let me just show you here. Oh wait, like, I mean, you can see the range here, but I just wanted to show you the range, maybe, whoops. Maybe here with, let's say, with, wait, where's my cat totem? Here it is, dude. So, look at this range, like, it's massive. Like, in Arena, in Battlegrounds, it doesn't matter. You hit at least two people, like, kinda always. It's so good. So having the extra range on Totemic is, to me, the biggest selling point, and I just love Totemic. So yeah, but now let's talk about Stormbringer, because I think this could be sleeper OP. I mean, it's a wild card. Like, playing this hero tree is like way different. Sometimes you go for like your go, right? And you don't got any procs and you feel like kind of weak and useless. But on the other hand, like even outside of your cooldowns, you can like create some very high pressure, especially like in solo shuffle. I think it could be very decent playing Stormbringer. You also have baseline 3% damage reduction as well, which is a W. And personally, I'm a big fan of this hand here. Like, where is it? Lightning Conduit. Like, it's a random like 50% movement speed buff, and dude, sometimes if this procs and I just run at a healer, they just pop something, literally for no reason. So it's so fun. Like sometimes a priest just fades for no reason, or a druid goes into bear form instantly, just by like looking at or just charging at them for 1 second, and it's fun. I really enjoy this talent. Sometimes it can save you as well. You can get behind a pillar faster and so on. So it's RNG. Like the whole spec here is kind of based on RNG, and yeah. But this is also the fun part. The fun part about Stormbringer. When it comes to PvP talents, I don't swap too much. I mean, it depends. Like, if I go for duels, if I go for open world PvP, if I go for battlegrounds, and if I go for arena, I always swap things around. But this is like my baseline go-to. This trio here, I kind of always use. The 100% locked in one is Shamanism, and those two I swap around, like depending on what I face. But you can do, like, even in arena, Static Field Totem can break the game. Like, if you pot away like the enemy healer, and the enemy healer is not in range to heal his his teammate, it could be a win. So this is amazing. I really like Static Field Totem. For battlegrounds, it's a banger. Even for open world PvP, it can be very useful for resets and so on. So I just love this totem. Totem of Wrath is amazing for red battlegrounds. Like, if you want to go for like deep team fights, this is kind of a must pick. Like, your whole group benefits from it. Even like healers, like the healing is also increased, so it's so good. Counter-Strike Totem and battlegrounds, again, also super strong, very underrated in my opinion. But for duels, or like, I mean, people, if they know what they do, they instantly kill it, and yeah, it becomes super useless very quickly. But it could be very strong as well. People are sleeping on Counter-Strike Totem, in my opinion. Burrow, I use this one like quite often now lately. You can avoid some goes. You can, like, especially against rogues, like I kind of like use it. I trinket out of like the blades, which have also 2 minutes cooldown. So, and just to reset or get out of a go. But in general, you can avoid a lot of things, and I think it's a great defensive tool. So, and it doesn't matter like the content. For arenas, I think for arenas it might be the strongest talent, comparing to battlegrounds or duels. But it depends. It always depends. It's a great talent. Like Shaman in general has an amazing toolkit on PvP talents. It's so hard to choose from. And they buffed Lasso, like they buffed Lasso like I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's a big deal. If I go for duels, like this is a great tool to interrupt or use it. Like you can use it as a gap closer as well while doing some quite decent damage. Like 150k damage is quite insane. But as an I don't know, like I mainly use it as an element shaman or as an healer, but as an enhancement shaman I don't use it quite often. I wouldn't use it in the arena as well, like since as a melee you are in the middle of a field oftentimes and you just you get interrupted instantly. Yeah, could be good in arena, but I think you have better choices to make it for the arena. But in open world PvP for 101s, like this is a big and massive gain. It's a good talent. It's super good, and deals quite a bunch of damage. Yeah, so much to the talents. Like no major changes, but yeah, again, Lasso is a big change, and our stacks now, which is, man, I love it so much. Now let's talk about stats. And stat-wise, personally, I haven't changed my goal. I still go for 15% grid. Right now I have 14.5, but I think inside of comment, PvP comment, I should have enough. I can't open it in comment, right? Yeah, I cannot, sadly. Okay, but in PvP comment, I have 15%, and this is, I know, like, people are saying it's kind of useless, it's nerfed in PvP, but like offensively and defensively, having crit can be super beneficial. Honestly, like, it can be a game changer. If I stack up to 10 really quickly and I spend, now I can use my my stacks here to heal myself, right? So this heals me for 137 crit, which is it's massive healing, dude. It is like critting or not critting is like a 50 or 50 plus K difference. So it's awesome. Like, having at least a little bit of crit can be a game changer. It can decide the battle for sure. So having at least 15%, it's, yeah, for me it's a personal sweet spot. I love it. So this is why I go for it. I'm sure you could spend it into haste or mastery, whatever, but I mean, this is my take on it. I just want to share what I do, and this is what I do. For the other stats, I mainly go for haste still, since I just want to be reactive. Like, haste doesn't do too much. Like, you benefit more as an elemental from haste compared to enhancement shaman, but the global cooldown reduction alone is like, it's so big as in shaman, since you have so many global cooldowns, that it just becomes great. It's a great stat. But you could go for, like, instead of haste, you could go for big mastery. Since if you only want to play around like your burst window, your 1 minute cooldown window, you have enough haste. Like, with your Bloodlust, you have 20% haste, and you get enough haste with everything, with like baseline stats. So you won't really, like, having like 20% extra haste or not doesn't really matter. So if you stack full haste and pressing your cooldowns, you don't feel that much more powerful compared to stacking mastery. And stacking mastery can be, dude, it can hurt a lot. It can. So there are like two variations, I would say. Either you go and play around your 1 minute like window, or you go for very more consistent and controlled like damage and CC. And yeah, and I prefer like the second choice. I just prefer having haste and like being able to do more global cooldowns, like healing more often, especially like in duels and open world PvP. I think this is a massive deal. But I would say arena-wise, personally, I think I would go for mastery, to be honest, like just to have as much damage as possible in a certain window. When it comes to games, I go for the 5% damage reduction. Wait, now I have like the cognitive headache trope, because I play everything. I play elemental, I play resto, I play enhancement, so I like, don't look at my gear. My gear is kind of messed up. It's so crazy. It's super messed up, honestly. Right now I play this one as an enhancement shaman, because I don't have like two tier set or two epic helmets yet. So I think right now I don't even change my gear anymore and just leave it as it is. Sadly, sadly I just sold my PvP shoulders. I just sold them. I don't know why. I don't know when. I can't even remember, but I just sold them and I can't get them back. Dude, it's so sad, I know, but welcome to my world. So this is why I don't even have an enchantment on here as well right now. Dude, I have to get it here. So game-wise, I just go for main verse and haste. I think here I even used mastery. Yeah, I still have mastery because I started healing, so I went for mastery. Man, don't look at my gear. I would go main verse, second haste on all games. This is what I would do. If you go for mastery, go for mastery. Like, you have to choose. You can mix those stats as well, but I think it's good like going for either one. When it comes to enchantments, I think for head, for shoulders, and for feet, I think they share the stats. So you could go fully into movement speed enhancement enhancement. Man, so I forget what I said. Or you could go for Leech. And Leech, I think it's very good for duels, like for one-on-ones. Sure, like for extra mobility, it could be good as well. But I think in general, if you use your toolkit right, you have enough mobility. So you don't really need it in the arena sometimes. For Battlegrounds, though, I would prefer mobility. For open world PvP and Battlegrounds, I prefer mobility. But for pure like duels or pure arena, I think Leech could be better, just to have a little bit more sustain. And yeah, I mean both could be great, right? But I think I prefer like I went for speed because speed to me is like it's the better choice for elemental for sure, and for the healer as well. So I went for speed, I think, everywhere. And yeah, my feet aren't even enchanted, and my shoulders as well. So yeah, I need to fix this one. And the chest, just 50 main stat. Always go for this one. And the weapons, I would go like right now. I have mastery on it. I just wanted to test it. The proc itself, like, it's very strong. Since I stacked so much verse already, you could go for verse as well, like for versatility, but if you stack it too high, you will just benefit way more from mastery, for example. I could go crit as well, but I don't know. I'm just fine with my 15%. I don't want more or less. 15 is perfect. So getting a little bit of mastery isn't too bad. Like if it procs, you feel like the damage gain. So I think mastery is a good thing. And the other one, you should go double mastery or go for mastery and versatility. But I went for the words or Aegis. I don't know how to pronounce this. It gives you a shield, a small one. It procs quite often, so I just love having a little bit more survivability. Especially because I like playing one versus multiple enemies, and yeah, having this the small shield, nothing major. I think you have more from getting like a versatility proc instead of a shield. The verse proc could like in the end could give you more healing and damage, especially compared to like what is I think it's a 15k shield, maybe 20k, but more 15k ish. So it's not too great. Like it's very small. Sure, it can proc kinda often, but I would like if they could buff it, honestly, a little bit. So I'm thinking about dropping this one for versatility. So yeah, this is my take here. And finally, embellishments. What I went for is this one. I don't recall the name, to be honest. I think I will leave it later on in the description. I can't remember what it is called, but I know you can only use it on your rings and your neck. So yeah, what it does, it gives you a versatility proc, either like from your healing spells or your abilities. And I think, like, let me just check here. It should proc like every 20 to 30-ish seconds. Let's see how long it takes here to proc. I hope I recognize the proc, but I think it looked like a shell, a turtle shell or whatever shell. Man, it takes a while. Here it is. So this is how the buff looks. And it gives me 224. Like this is quite massive. Like if I look at my stats, I have 1.2k. Like it gives me like 20% verse, which is awesome. It's for like a passive embellishment. Getting 20% more versatility is big. It is. It's massive. So I think this is the go-to, and I really like it so far. So I just stick with it. So that's pretty much it, to be honest. What else to talk about? Like gameplay-wise, I don't change a lot. I haven't figured out like too much new stuff, I would say. I still forget to, forget my heal stream sometimes, personally. Right now it heals a lot, honestly, it heals big time. Look at this random proc, I love it. If I'm in PvP comment and I press my totem, how much does it heal? Where's my healing number? Oh, it heals this target dummy here instead of me. If it would heal me, I get like 20% of my healing on my off shield, so it takes 8k non-crit, which is awesome, and it crits for, what, 12k, 13k, so this is good healing, passive, just by pressing one double cooldown every 30 seconds, so use it, use your whole, try to use your whole toolkit as much as possible. Don't wait, one big tip would be, don't wait for the perfect timing, just go for it, hold your stuff in cooldown as much as possible, and as effective as possible. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask any specific question. I'm happy to answer them all, because I don't think I have much more to share. I hope this was kinda useful. I would say, I mean, nothing too new, nothing really too massive compared to my or updated from my original video. So I just wanted to do a quick one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope you love and enjoy your enhancement shaman. And man, just have a blast, a great time. Even though things are crazy right now, sub rogues are still crazy. Demon hunters are now very crazy. Hunters are, dude, wake up, dude. I don't want to talk about hunters. They are so strong. And yes, I mean, I hope we will not see the War Within season, 2 seasons, half a year, marksman being broken again. But man, it is what it is right now. We just should do the best out of everything. Enjoy every moment. Doesn't matter where we face or find ourselves in. Just enjoy life, enjoy your time, and see you next time. Bye bye.